Hello and welcome to this short practice to release tension from your hips and inner thighs and increase flexibility. When you're ready, meet me on the mat and we'll get started. We'll begin in tabletop position today, so come onto your hands and knees, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. As you take an inhale, drop your belly down, lift your gaze, arching your back. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest, push the mat away with your hands. Inhale, arch, roll your shoulders away from your ears. And exhale, round, tailbone tucks under. One more time. Let your breath guide your movement. After your exhale, come back to your neutral spine. Tuck your toes and lift up to your downward facing dog. Maybe you have a little pedal of your legs here, perhaps a swish side to side with your hips, bringing any movement that feels good in your downward dog before you find a little stillness. Releasing through the backs of your legs. On your next inhale, lift your right leg, three-legged dog. Bend that knee and start to draw some circles in the air with your right knee here, rotating through your hip joint. Take those circles the other way for 3, 2, 1. And lift that knee high, flex your foot and press your heel over to the left as you stack your right hip on top of left, opening through your hip here. Shoulders are square, so slightly press your right shoulder down towards the mat if you need to. Bring your hips back to center, release your right foot down, and inhale to lift your left leg. Bend the knee and we take those circles for 3, 2, 1, and reverse. Make those circles as big as you can. And lift the knee high, flex your foot, stack your left hip over your right and press your left heel over to the right. Really lift that knee high, feeling that stretch through your hip flexor. This time as you exhale, square off your hips, draw your knee to chest and step your left foot down. Reach up for your high lunge. Then release your back heel, turning your toes out and heels in, sink your hips low, come into your goddess pose. Inhale to straighten your legs and reach your arms up. And exhale to press down into that goddess. One more and we hold. Bring your hips low, press your elbows back as you open through your chest. Knees are wide, feeling that stretch. And bring your hands to heart center and begin to shift side to side, bending into one knee and the other, taking some gentle side lunges here. Check in with your knees. You can stay high if that feels enough. If you want to go deeper, maybe you bring your fingertips down to the mat. If you want to go lower, you can start to lift the toes of your extended leg, bringing your hips a little lower down towards the mat. You might walk your hands over to one side and the other, going a little deeper. And you can keep this movement going for as long as it feels good, or option to pause on one side. You can use the same arm as your bent leg here to gently press the knee outward with your upper arm. Maybe you lift the hands, bring them to heart center. An option to release the same arm as bent leg to the mat and reach the opposite arm up towards the sky, taking a twist here. Really open through your chest. Then if you're holding, come back to center, switch it over to the other side. Make sure to flex the foot of your extended leg. You might keep your hands down to the mat here. Maybe bring them to prayer at heart center. Option to release. The same hand is bent leg to the mat and reach the opposite arm up, fingertips towards the sky. Perhaps you gaze up here. Open through your heart space. Begin to make your way back to center, lifting your hips, and walk your hands back to the top of the mat, framing your front foot. Step that left foot back, finding your high plank, and exhale, bend your elbows, hug them into your chest as you lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog, and exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a couple of deep breaths here, finding length through your spine. Feel that release through the back of your body as you press the mat away with your hands. And gently release your knees down to the mat. Come through to seated. And draw your left heel in towards your hips. Extend your right leg out to the side, making sure to flex that foot. Toes point towards the sky. Release your fingertips down in front of you, and either stay upright if that feels enough, or start to walk your hands forward until you feel that stretch through the inside of your right thigh. You might come down onto your forearms if it feels comfortable. Keep lifting and lengthening through your spine, reach the crown of your head forward, and slowly walk your hands back in and switch sides. Right heel comes in, left leg extends, foot flex. Stay upright if you want to, or walk your hands forward, keeping that length through your spine. And take some deep breaths here. Begin to walk your hands back in, coming up to center. This time bring the soles of your feet together. Allow your knees to open out to the side. Hold around your ankles or your feet. Begin to gently lift your knees up and down, taking some little flutters of your butterfly wings. Easing into your hips, and then if it feels good, on an exhale, you can release your upper body down, taking a fold. Maybe a little sway side to side of your upper body. Seeing how that changes the sensation through your thighs and your hips. Each time you inhale, lift your chest a little further forward. And exhale, release. And use your next inhale to lift up to center. Plant your feet in front and take a few windscreen wipers side to side with your knees, releasing out through your hips and your lower back here. Come back to center and to a comfortable seated position. Take a deep breath in, maybe closing your eyes. A long, slow breath out. And again. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up above your head. As you exhale, bring your hands together down to heart center, giving thanks for your practice. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. If you enjoyed today's practice, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss a new video every week. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you again next time.